no matter what's going on, as long as you're trying your best, and you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay, because I feel like I've learned through my life so much that failure can be considered a success if you really own it.
Welcome to the Marvelous Moms Club podcast. Discover yourself, break out of mediocrity, and become the mom you've always aspired to be. Here's your host, Kirsten Tyrell.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode. This one is super long overdue because Erin and I have actually done this interview before, but thanks to technology and a very sometimes empty brain that I possess, it just never ever quite made it to air. So we're redoing it, and I feel like we're just talking about timing is everything. It's going to come back bigger and better this second round. So welcome to the podcast again, Erin. I'm so happy we're doing this.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. When I got your text, I thought, oh, yes. I mean, just to catch up with you alone is worth it, but I'm excited to do the podcast too.
Yes. That's actually reminding me. That's why I love having a podcast, because it kind of gives you an excuse to just have conversations with people you haven't talked to in a long time. And then it's like you get to multitask with it, because then it still serves a higher community, and we get to share things with other people. But selfishly, I always get so much more out of these than I think maybe anybody else does. And it's just like cool that other people maybe get to feel something or learn something.
It's true. It's almost like when you are asked to give a talk in church or at another function or teach a lesson or whatever. It's so much more beneficial. It's almost a selfish
for
reason,
you.
But
yep.
Yeah. So, but I love sharing.
Okay, well, let's give everybody some background on you. We met when you were living in Hawaii. You're a military wife, and you have 3 beautiful kids. Oh my gosh. Okay, I said we're not going to I'm just going to introduce you. I just have to tell everybody this story before I let you talk about your family. But
of course.
It was such like an intriguing moment for me, because I came to do your makeup. I was on vacation with my husband, and I came to do your makeup, and
I remember this.
You were on like full single mom mode because your husband was deployed at the time. And
he was.
I just remember your baby was a baby, like a newborn baby. And you were holding I don't know, how old was she, 2 at the time?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. No, she was 3 and Jamie was 2. It was like full on mode.
Whichever one, maybe it was Jamie that you were holding, and you turned to the side, and he just started, he put his hand on like the water dispenser, and just water started running out, only because you had just kind of turned and he had full access to it, and another kid climbing on the counter. And I just remember thinking, who is this person? Like, she's not even losing it. If this were me, I'd be on the floor. I'd be like, you guys need to leave because I can't even handle my life. And it was just so like, yes, this is my life. I have 3 children who are 3 and under.
Well,
have things improved?
Thankfully, by that time, they say 3rd time's a charm. It's funny how we were talking about timing earlier. So timing in my life with having kids was crazy, because I got married to the military. Also, as a side note, to my husband. At the time, I didn't know that that's how it would go. But we, didn't hold back in starting to try to have kids. And we were really fortunate that we got pregnant right away with our first, and then right away with our second, and right away with our third. So now we're trying, and it hasn't happened for a year. And we're like, what? We're not used to this. But it's funny because whenever we found out we were pregnant, at the same time, my husband also found out that he was getting deployed. And it was literally like every single one, it was within a week or 2 of their due date. And so I had gone through it twice before I met you. And I swear there are silver linings, because I learned so much patience, and trust me, I've broken down a million times, and I swear more than he does, and he's the one in the military. So I'm not perfect by any means, but it really kind of teaches you to, I don't know, be able to handle it on your own when you have to, So that was the good part. But yeah, it was right in the middle. I know that was a funny day, because they were acting out more than normal. And then, do you remember your car broke down? And I was like, let me help you, but I don't know what to do.
Oh, you were trying so hard. Our stupid rental car. I totally forgot about that. It just stopped.
That's right.
It wouldn't turn on. Oh my
So
goodness.
all of life's lemons happened, but that drew us closer together, right? Because we just had to be there for each other.
It totally did. And it's
I
funny
love
how
it.
we've been in the same room once in our lives, but I feel like we will be lifelong friends. Like I
Oh,
always need to be connected to you. And I love that.
100%. 100%. I totally agree.
Okay, so you told everybody you married the military. You have 3 kids. You're working on number 4. So good luck with that. We'll
Yeah,
send all of the
thank
baby
you.
vibes your way.
No
So tell
kidding. I
everybody
need them.
they're coming. They're coming. What do people say
Yeah.
on like those trying to conceive sites, like baby fairy dust or something? We'll send you all the fairy dust.
Yay. I need it. Send the fairy dust, please. This is our 11th month trying. So
Oh,
it's funny because really I think that the silver lining that I found in this experience is that it was always, it always just happened when we wanted it to before. And
yeah.
now when it's not, it's like, wait, what? What? This happened? And so I feel like it's been really good for me to put myself in the shoes of someone who hasn't. There's so many moms out there that haven't been able to conceive or have a harder time and do
Mm-hmm.
fertility or adoption or whatever. And I never appreciated the feelings of that. And even though I have 3 already, and people always say that, but if you feel like there's another little spirit that's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to come to your family, that doesn't leave you or go away. So no matter
Yeah.
what your family situation looks like, I think that it's helped me appreciate that a lot more. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's good. It just gives you empathy, and it's not that anybody ever wants to have to go through it just so they can relate to other people, but it's good that you are seeing the silver lining. And that's the kind of person you are. Like, you're going to find a lesson in anything that's difficult and anything that's a challenge, and I love that about you.
oh, thank
I think it's a
you.
beautiful thing. You're welcome. So tell everybody the ages of your kids. When I met them last year, they were obviously a year and a half-ish younger. So
Mm-hmm.
where are you at now in the mommy journey with these
Oh
kids?
my goodness, it's going too fast. Okay, so my oldest JoJo, she's turning 5 in like less than 2 weeks, and we have been planning
Oh.
her birthday party for like 5 months now. She is so excited about it. It's a fancy Nancy birthday party. We're
Oh
doing
my
like the
gosh.
whole tea party. I have these cute teenage girls in the neighborhood that are coming to do hair and makeup and nails. It's really cute. So
That
she is
is
a
so
total,
sweet.
oh my gosh, she is so excited. She's a total girly girl. She's almost 5. JoJo. Jordan, we call her JoJo. And then
I love it.
underneath her, yeah, she's the best. Underneath her is my little Dennis the Menace. His name is Jamie. Jameson, we call him Jamie. And he's 3.5, and he is the cutest little terror you'll ever meet. I
He
swear,
is so cute.
he's so cute and he's so charming, and he can come and like whack me in the face with a baseball bat, and I think it's cute. Like, it's the weirdest thing with him. I don't understand it, but it's true.
It's like
He
a
really
mommy
is.
superpower. It's like his superpower, because can you
Yes,
imagine like if he wasn't cute? That's why people say that, right? Look, it's a good thing you're cute. That's how I
it
feel about my
is.
daughter. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. It's really true. I don't know if other people feel that way when he rails on them, but at least
Probably
I
not. It's your
know.
mommy power.
It's my mommy
It's your
power.
shield.
It is. I actually like, the cool thing about Jamie is though, he like could care less what other people think, so he's not worried about it. He's still doing him, but no, he's the
That's
best.
hilarious.
He's so cute. He's 3 and literally wakes up at 3 a.m. on the dot every day and comes in bed
Oh
with
my
us
gosh.
for like the last year. So I don't know when that's going to
Oh,
end. Hopefully someday
I don't
soon.
know. I don't know if it will. I mean, yes, it will end. Our 8-year-old still gets up at like 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes. It's just, and it's a good thing if he falls back to sleep, but there's times that he doesn't. So I just think
Yeah.
some of these kids are hardwired to like, they have a lot to do and a lot going on, and sleep is just annoying for them. So he's probably
Yes,
one of
that's how I
those.
felt like when I was in my 20s and running around the country
Mm-hmm.
traveling for work. Like, he is my spirit child with that. And now I can hardly stay awake during the day because of the lack of sleep. And you know what?
Oh,
It's so annoying too, because my husband literally doesn't wake up to anything. I
of course not.
swear the house would burn down and he would not get out because he sleeps so soundly. And I
Oh
will wake
man.
up when the ice maker will go off and I will wake up to that,
Yes.
and it's on the other side of the house. But so I'm the one that, I'm the one that they want anyways. Like, let's be honest.
It's true.
So
it's true.
it works out, and he is flying planes during the day, so I don't want him to be tired. But yeah, it's been a struggle. I said the other day to Seth, I'm like, I'm trying not to get annoyed in the middle of the night when Jamie wakes me up, because it's at 3 and then it's usually at 5:30, like on the dot. I actually have, I know this is going to be, some people will judge me for this. I have a bottle of milk, 2 of them, sitting next to my bedside for this reason, so that I don't have to get up, go to the fridge, get it, and come back so that he'll sleep. So I don't judge you. I'm about to get a mini fridge. That's
I was just going to say, bed. You probably should get a mini fridge. But then it's like, but does that keep enforcing that this will be my reality forever? Or should I keep living in denial that eventually this won't be needed? And, that's how my brain would work. Like, if I get the mini fridge, I acknowledge that this will forever be my circumstance. But if I don't...
Okay, so here's an example. We tried so hard. We had them in their toddler beds until about 2 months ago, and then we're like, okay, here's what we're going to do to get them to be independent sleepers. We're going to get them the most awesome beds that they are so excited about. And so we went shopping, and Jamie picked out this Thomas the Train bed, and it is awesome. Like, I actually end up sleeping in it most nights when he comes into bed with me. But we thought, okay, here's what we're going to do. So we set them all up, and we get them all excited. We do the big reveal, and they're so excited, and they're jumping on him, and they're so excited to go to sleep. And 3 a.m., he's in bed with us. So it didn't work. Like, I don't know. I think that I probably, no matter what the incentive, he probably would always, I should put a mini fridge next to his bed. Maybe that's what I should do.
Maybe that's it. Maybe you could get a replica of yourself and lay that next to him, and he'll think he's sleeping with you all night long.
Okay, you know what's scary about that? Sorry, so many tangents. Okay, so when you have a military spouse that deploys and you have kids, most military families that are even listening to this will probably relate. There's these things called deployment dolls, and I wish we were on video right now and I could show you. It is the freakiest thing ever. Okay, so I was I'm pregnant with JoJo, and Seth was leaving. Literally, he was set to deploy 2 days after she was born. She was a little early, so it worked out. So he got some more time. So I had this deployment doll made, and it is the freakiest thing. They took a real picture of his face, and they put it on a doll with Marine fatigues. And so it's his actual face, but it's kind of cut off, so he has no ears. And it's so scary. He's very handsome. He has a great smile. So his handsome little smile on this little tiny doll head. And I used to put it in her crib with her, and it's so scary. It's so scary.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow it soothes them.
Wow.
I don't get it, but it's really funny. Speaking of those scary dolls, seriously. I don't know. It's like a clown to me. Freaky. But it works.
If it works, it works.
It makes them feel like their dad's there. Yeah, it totally works.
Oh my goodness.
I'll have to send you a picture of it. It's really
I don't know
funny.
if I want you to, but I guess maybe we should include it. I think people are going to want to see it. We'll put it in the show notes. You guys go check the blog post.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to put a picture of it. I think people are going to want to see this.
Have Seth hold it in the picture so you can see if it really does look like him.
Okay, I'm so excited about this and also kind of scared. I have mixed feelings.
It's pretty terrifying, but it's
wow.
Great.
Okay,
and then my last. Oh my gosh, we've gotten so many tangents. The last one. Oh my gosh, Sophie is the sweetest little doll in the world.
Cute.
She really is cute, and she sleeps through the night, and she always has. And she's the reason why we're trying for number 4.
Oh,
so
I love it.
She's the best. Yeah, she'll be 2 in December, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
I love your crew. So what is life now? I mean, your husband's not deployed. He won't. Will he be deployed again? Is he retired from the military?
I'm thinking if we want to get pregnant again, we should probably plan a deployment.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Usually how it goes. That's probably our issue. He is not set to deploy anytime soon, and he has about a year left here, and then we'll kind of take it from there. If he gets out of the military, we'll probably plan on applying for the airlines, and then if he does stay in, we will go somewhere else, maybe back to San Diego. So we'll see. There's a certain amount of bases that pilots go to. It's not like everything's open game because not every place has an airfield. So it just depends.
Okay.
But yeah,
Wow.
that's life. Life is
and
good.
Where are you guys
We
at?
love Texas.
Good.
So
okay. I was going to say, I know you're in Texas, but which part are you in?
Oh my gosh, this is even funnier. So we're in Corpus Christi, right? And we were in Hawaii before, like you said, when we met. And every time I tell people from here, or even there, when I lived there and we knew we were coming to Corpus Christi, and I would tell them where we were going, the first reaction every time, 100%, is, oh, I'm so sorry. Because, yeah, right? It is the best. I do not understand. And my husband even is mad that I love it so much because I don't think he wants to stay here, but I love Texas. I love it. I love it.
What makes you love it? Like, what does everybody hate and why do you love it?
Well, it's funny. When I was at BYU, there was these guys in my apartment complex from Texas, and they were crazy. They had like Texas flags, and everything they had was from Texas, like down to the corn chips that their moms would send them. They were like made in Texas. We only think Texas exists. Like Texas should secede from the United. It was like crazy. They love Texas, and I never understood it until I lived here. So. It's because, we have a beach here, but I don't know if you could really call it that. And it's different, So the people, it's honestly the people. It is so welcoming. And you go to the grocery store and you make 5 friends that are like all inviting you over for dinner. I'm not
That's
exaggerating.
amazing.
It's really cool. And our neighborhood, the minute that we got here, we were on this neighborhood text thread, which was kind of hilarious. I should send screenshots of this too. So the Hurricane Harvey hit 3 weeks after we moved here. And we're in Corpus Christi, and if you remember, that's where it was supposed to go first.
Wow.
So we're in this new construction neighborhood, and there's just like 20 homes, so we're all really tight, and we're kind of off the beaten path. So we were on this little text thread, and it really brought us all together. Because before that, we would sporadically text about different things, like, hey, somebody's dog's loose, or hey, I found a rattlesnake. I'm like, thank you for sending me that picture. Actually, I never wanted to see that. You live next door to me, But during the hurricane, it was awesome. We have this neighbor who is like, was my introduction to Texas, chivalry and neighborliness. He stayed during the hurricane. There were looters going around, and he got his big Texas gun and stood at the end of our street in the middle of the hurricane to ward off the looters.
Wow.
Like with a tank top and a beer in one hand. Yeah, and he also he also videoed himself and gave us play-by-plays while he was out there, and it was kind of hilarious, but pretty awesome too, that everyone just looks out for each other. And it's just a great place. It makes you feel, I like country music now. Like, I don't know. It's just, it makes you feel like you're part of something,
Yeah.
So I can't say enough good things about Texas. It's pretty awesome. I love it.
That's probably how I haven't gotten to fully divulge I don't even know if that's the right, divulge is not the right word. Indulge in living in Tennessee, but I feel that's kind of what drew us in, and that's, I think, eventually when the culture shock is a little bit worn off for me, and also the fact that we had to move twice in the same month.
I haven't
been able to. It was awful.
I know.
I've been through worse things, but yes, I hope to have the same feeling towards Nashville, Tennessee area that you have for Texas. And I do. I love Texas. I've been there a couple times. I totally get what you're saying. It's just funny that people don't, that they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Why? Yeah. I guess it's just in your attitude and the people you've been blessed to encounter, because I feel like with everything else in your life going on, having young children, being a military wife, something's got to give, right? You got to love something. You got to be surrounded by good people. Otherwise, what are you even doing?
You're right.
So
You're absolutely right. Yeah. And it makes a huge difference. And I think
yeah.
that the people that I hear that hate it here, unfortunately, they haven't developed that tribe around them. And I
Yeah.
think that can extend to any area of our life, actually, even in like business, if we're moms and trying to get into something. When you have a support tribe around you and network, and I know that, there's MLM companies that have that, and that's so beautiful. It can happen outside of that too.
Yeah.
With the company that I started, it was interesting, which is called Mommi. When I first started, I had a big tribe, and then it kind of waned a little bit because we had some issues, and it was so much harder during that time to get motivated and to feel supported and to feel excited. So in any area of life, I can see how much a tribe is important. So especially with a new place and a
100%.
new move. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Okay. I'm so glad that you mentioned Mommy because I was going to go there next. Are you still, what is happening with Mommy? And do you want to give a little backstory on what it is? Because maybe people who are listening
Yeah.
kind of are familiar with it. Maybe they were part of the tribe.
Maybe they were. And if they weren't, I want you to be part of the tribe. It's so fun. So when I was pregnant with my first baby, JoJo, I got really sick. And I also just hated taking prenatals in general because they were hard to swallow, difficult. And I hated it. But I wanted to make sure that I got the right nutrition for her. And so I started looking into alternatives, and I found a few things like drink mixes for water. But then it was really like coincidental that I came up with the protein shake idea. It seems really simple, but I was trying to take a protein shake one day. It had a warning if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So I was like, that's weird. And then I also noticed it had some vitamins in it, but I wasn't sure what that meant. Is that a prenatal? Is that a multi? I'm not really sure. So I asked an OBGYN friend of mine, Dr. Yvonne Bone, who's in Los Angeles and is amazing. She's an amazing OB. And she was like, oh my gosh, I think we should develop this because there isn't anything out there like it. It would help with weight gain during pregnancy. It would help keep vitamins down because there's been all these recent studies coming out about whey protein in particular helping, and it's not pregnant women, it's cancer patients that are going through chemo and experiencing intense nausea. The nausea is curtailed by the protein. And so a lot of women had said, oh, if I eat protein right before I go to bed, I don't wake up sick. So we thought, well, let's try that with a protein shake, add a prenatal to it, and then it's all in one. So we developed it in 2013. So it was final when my daughter was born. So it's a protein shake that's safe for pregnancy that includes a full prenatal. So you don't have to take the pill. It's all in it. And
Nice.
It was great. The only problem was we started out, we got really lucky in that we found this manufacturer that loved it and wanted to partner, right? But we had to use them to formulate it, and it tasted so bad. I had a hard time drinking it. I have the best women that were in my tribe though, because I tell this story now and they're like, what? Like, I loved it. But the reviews will say that most people didn't. And we just didn't know what to do. We were really stuck in a hard place. I had a hard time even taking my own product. And so as luck would have it, well, bad luck and good luck, they ended up semi going out of business. They had to shut down the whole operation that was doing all of that plus Mommy. Wasn't just us, it was everything that they were doing. They had like 5,000 products. And so we were kind of forced to go out on our own or shut down. We decided to go out on our own, and we found an amazing formulator, and it tastes so good now. So we're back on the shelves. Yeah, I know. It's been like 9 months now since we've been back on the shelves. And I say shelves. We sell direct. You can buy it on our website. Mommi is spelled MOMMI.com. And we also sell on Amazon. But we're working on a retail strategy. So hopefully next year you'll see us back on shelves. We were in Vitamin Shop and Sprouts before. Yeah. So it's been fun. It's been a very big learning curve and experience over the last couple of years. 5 years.
My gosh.
So yeah. Crazy.
Well, see, this is why it's good that maybe our initial episode didn't even work out, because at the time you were still going through that transition of trying to get it, figuring out manufacturing and all that kind of stuff. So now that it's out there and we don't just have to talk about it, people can actually go get it. That's so much better. So I will link to that as well.
Oh
in the
my
show
gosh,
notes.
would
That's so
love
exciting.
it. Yes, 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 definitely. And if you're listening to this, send me a DM on Instagram and I'll send you a special discount code. So our
Awesome.
Instagram is Mommi Health, Mommi Health. Just mention that you heard the podcast and I'll shoot you back a discount code if you want to try it. So we're really
That's
proud
a
of it
really sweet
now.
deal.
Yeah, yeah. It tastes awesome. We have it in vanilla and chocolate. So yeah, thanks for the plug. I love that.
You bet. Is it something that you'd want to drink even if you're not pregnant? Like, I know that even just the prenatal vitamins are good for you no matter what. So you recommend it to people
Yes,
who, any woman?
totally. Any woman. Actually, my husband takes it every day, and he's like a total worker outer-aholic. Like he works out every day. He just loves the taste. It's funny, like proteins. You think like, oh, it's protein. It's all going to be the same. They're very different. Ours. I just want to praise our formulator. He doesn't, he's not out there as a brand. He formulates other proteins. He's pretty phenomenal. I've taken protein for a long time and it clumps, it's difficult to mix. It tastes chalky.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is doing and the magic that he puts behind it, but it's all natural. It's like less than 2 grams of all natural sugar and it tastes amazing and it doesn't clump. It's really good for before pregnancy when you're trying to conceive. The important thing about nutrition when you're trying to conceive is folic acid. 100%, that's the most important thing because it builds up your uterine lining. And when the egg goes to implant or not, after it's fertilized, if your uterine lining hasn't been built up, your chances of implantation are a lot lower. So it's good to be on a
Interesting.
prenatal, about 6 months before you even conceive. And then obviously during pregnancy for all the reasons and more. And then after pregnancy, there's a lot of benefits of taking a prenatal as well. One of them is just replenishing your body of all the things that are lost in the nutrients when you have a baby. And also if you're breastfeeding, it's really important to get those into the breast milk supply and production. And hair loss is a huge thing I had it. My sister has it so bad. I feel so bad for her. A lot of us go through. And if you stay on a consistent prenatal routine, there are studies. Actually, Dr. Bone, that is my co-founder in the product, she also has worked on a shampoo and conditioner line for hair loss specifically after pregnancy. And so there's lots of
Wow.
studies about taking a prenatal to help with that not happening as much as it normally would as well. So yeah,
That's
it's definitely
amazing.
important to take a prenatal during those times for sure. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so cool. I just got a lesson. Like, I just got my science lesson for the day. I feel so much
Yay.
smarter. And I feel like it's so basic, though, like we hear a lot of good health information and it can be super overwhelming. But I feel like that was really, it's just fundamental good knowledge that you need to know, especially for a lot of
Yeah.
moms who might be listening who are trying to conceive or just had a baby. That's a good big bulk of the population that are in that phase of their life. So that's
Yeah.
incredible.
It is. It's
Cool.
really good. Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'm
great.
so glad you created it because I have a sister, I might have told you
Thank
this
you.
before, who can't take prenatal. She just can't swallow pills in general. And so it's either like a chewable one, but I love the idea of the protein shake instead because then you're getting all the other nutrients. It kind of like helps with a meal replacement too. So you're not feeling like,
Yeah.
it's hard to have an appetite when you're pregnant or even sometimes when
Yes.
you're breastfeeding. So I think it's
Yes.
brilliant. I think you're so brilliant.
You're so nice. And a tip too that we've heard from a lot of our customers, if you drink it right before you go to bed, first we designed it so it has all the extra calories that you need in addition to your normal diet. So you're not eating for 2 technically. So we're like giving you everything in a pretty little package that you need extra.
Yeah.
But it has been helping women to not wake up sick if they take it right before they go to
That's
bed.
so cool.
And that's due to the protein, not the prenatal. But it seems weird to take a protein shake at night instead of for breakfast in the morning, but it does help if you do it that way. You can take it anytime you want, but yeah, that's been helping.
If it's delicious, it's like a dessert, right? You just
It
have it after dinner
is.
right before bed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it definitely is. It tastes good. So
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
I want to try it, so I'm gonna be DMing you to get my
Yes.
special discount code.
Yes, it's my friends and family code, girl. You're a friend.
Yes.
And all of you
Yes.
listening, you're my friends. So I'll give it to you too. No problem.
Love it. You're so sweet. Well, I love you. I love everything. I really have loved this call. I feel like we've shared so many fun little nuggets,
I
and
know.
you're
It's
just the
been
greatest.
great. You're the greatest. I've been loving following your journey. I'm like, I don't do podcasts, but I'm always like, oh my gosh, I need to share here. Like, you just have so much that you've done in such a short time. And I think, I mean, obviously, people that are listening to this probably know that you're like the guru over at mascara. And
Oh
the
gosh.
reason that I wear the makeup every day, I love it. I love it. And so I just think it's so awesome what you're doing to help women feel beautiful and empowered and out there, because we all need
Thank
that.
you.
So I am
Totally.
honored to be on your podcast just because I think you're fantastic too.
Oh, you're so sweet. Now let me just go like bring my ego down a few notches after all the
No,
nice
and
things.
I will bring it up again. I just think it's so cool. I think so many of us are afraid to follow passion or put ourselves out there. And
Yes.
it's so great to see an example of somebody who's done it in such a good way and such a, I guess, I don't know, like a it's just who you are. It's who you are. And it's so great to see that. And it's a great example to emulate. So I just need to tell you that since we don't get to catch up very often, I got to
I
slip that in.
know. We probably need to
So,
remedy that and talk a lot more often. It's so hard these
yes,
days. Life is so
please.
crazy. Thank you for social media though, that we can still follow, and like I pretty
No
much know what's
kidding.
going on in your life even though I can't talk to you every day. I think
Maybe
that's the
because I'm
greatest.
addicted. People talk about social media fast, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be my biggest test of faith. I don't. It's not even about my business, because you'll go to my business page and be like, really? Because you don't have that many followers. But it's me. Like, I love just sharing about our kids and our life in Texas and everything that we're doing. So it's fun for me, and it is true. It helps us feel like we're next door instead of states
Yes.
away. So it's good.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you're going to be excited to know this. I'm launching a brand new podcast coming up in like the next 3 or 4 weeks, and it's really going to be sharing stories
Awesome.
so similar, not so similar to mine, but just people who have kind of against all odds gone and created a pretty incredible life for themselves. So we're kind of segueing into that. I just feel called to do something and share a little bit of a different like side of me and a side of other people who I'm, having the privilege of getting to meet and associate with in this crazy entrepreneurial space. So things are gonna switch up a little bit, but I think it's gonna be really, really good. So I'm
That
super
sounds
excited.
awesome. I can't wait to listen to all of them. I love that. I
I
think that's
know it's
awesome.
gonna be
I
good.
think that's
It's gonna be
great.
good. So you're amazing. And I have to ask you one final question.
Yes.
What makes you a marvelous mom?
Oh, what makes me a marvelous mom? I think forgiving myself, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because there's so much mom guilt, right? Like so many things that we think we should be doing or wish we could be doing or doing differently or doing this way or that way. And at the end of the day, my 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old, always comes up to me and says, "Mom, I love you," and she just does it on her
Oh.
own. And not all my kids do that, so it's really great. She's a very lovey person, but it just when she does that all on her own without me saying, "Tell me you love me," which I usually do, it reminds me that no matter what's going on, as long as you're trying your best, and you're going to make
Mm-hmm.
mistakes, and that's okay, because I feel like I've learned through my life so much that failure can be considered a success if you really own it. And so for
Yeah.
me, being able to do that with my kids has made all the difference, and forgiving myself for the little things that happen and just doing better the next moment and getting that reminder that they love you and that they need you and that you're their mom for a reason. And for me, that's made a huge difference. I still eat myself up with the guilt all the time, but it's my reminder when I do that to not,
Yeah.
and to relish in the moments and to realize that Jamie isn't going to be sleeping in our bed every night forever, so I need to embrace it while I can, and all of those things,
Yes.
and not, falling into a mold, but being the perfect mom that I can be, and whatever that means for me. And so that's probably my final answer. Final answer.
Final answer. Let's tally the results. No, that was really good. Really good life lesson for everybody to
Yes.
hear. And I think we all need a little bit more forgiveness for ourselves, because we are the worst critics of everything that we do. And so thank you for that. That was a really great answer. And I agree. I think it makes you a marvelous mom. Lots of things make you marvelous. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, but that was a great summary.
Oh, thanks, Kirsten. It's so great talking to you. Thank you so much for having me. This has been fun.
Of course. Of course. Always fun. Thank you again for being on here. And to the rest of you guys listening, tune into the next one. Have a good day.
Bye,
Erin.
guys. Bye.
Are you building a network marketing business or direct sales business or MLM, whatever you want to call it? And are you also a fan of Rachel Hollis? If so, you're going to want to pay attention because in March, we are holding the very first ever Glow conference happening to help you level up your business and learn tools for success to help you really show up as a CEO in your business, which means more money, more success, and more reach. You can get your ticket right now at glow2019.com. Again, glow2019.com to come and hang out with me, Rachel Hollis, and so many more in Nashville, Tennessee, March 1st and 2nd. We'll see you there.